What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Destination Outdoors. I'm stoked for this one. We have designated today to do some scouting at the good old Davy Crockett National Forest. The place I've deer hunted for the last 4 or 5 years is no longer available. It's my uncle's deer lease. I've just been fortunate enough for him to let me hunt out there. He's getting off the place this year, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do this deer season. I got a few public land hunts lined up in Waco and the DFW area, but as far as local stuff goes, I think I'm going to kind of dedicate this season to Davy Crockett and see how it goes. The old deer lease on one side of the property is completely bordered by National Forest, and then the other side of the property for like a 5-mile stretch is high fence. So I know that there's big deer out in the Davy Crockett just because I get them on camera all the time, and all the deer we've killed on that lease are National Forest deer, and we've killed some good deer out there over the last 4 or 5 years. So I know public land hunting's a different animal, but I think to put myself in the best situation as far as locally goes, I'm gonna give Davy Crockett a shot. I know it's gonna be better than the Sam Houston. Sam Houston gets a ton of pressure because of all the people that are trying to do some public land hunting around like the greater Houston area. Sam Houston's the closest one to them, so they all go there. And in my experiences, I've seen more deer and better deer in the Davy Crockett than I have Sam Houston. I'm excited. We're gonna go do some stomping around in the woods, and I got a few spots on Onyx I wanted to check out. Throw out a few trail cameras, so we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. They have little designated camping areas for hunting season. You have to camp in these areas during hunting season if you're staying out here overnight, not just coming for a day trip. So the first thing I wanted to do was kind of check out a couple of these little areas and scope it out and find a place for me to camp if I do decide to hunt over here, if I find some stuff that I like here today. And this first one I rolled up on, see there's the truck. Pulled in a trail is probably about 20 yards. It's a trail, it's like a truck wide, 20 yards deep in here, and you can see it's somebody left their table but it's pretty wide open. Could definitely see myself hanging out here for a few days and trying to kill a deer. So it's pretty nice. It's just a piece of land cleared out, but it'd be a fun little trip. Come up here for 3 or 4 days and try to make something happen. But I'm getting excited, man. I like it. Well, gonna have to be a huge change of plans. This is the road. I'm trying to get on that side, and I'm on this side. Forest Service got it marked off and everything, but that sucks. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to hunt, I guess. I still got like a mile drive back that way, and I don't know if you can tell how thick all this stuff is. Not really an option to walk from here. I guess I'm about to get back on Onyx and try to figure something else out. I think what I want to do is kind of follow this creek bottom heading north, just see what I can find. I'm pretty upset I can't get down where I want to get in my truck, but we're gonna make the best out of it. I got a few other spots I wanted to check out anyways, so it ain't the end of the world, but we'll see if we can find something to hang the camera up on over here. All right, well, I've walked in a little over a mile and nothing has really changed. I'm seeing a few tracks here and there on this creek bottom and around the creek bottom, but for the most part, everything looks pretty scarce. Haven't found any like heavy beaten down trails or anything leading to the creek. So I just turned around. I'm headed back to the truck. I'm gonna go scout out this next spot. There was nothing here that I saw that was worth me even putting a trail camera up for. So. All right, guys, we've made it to the next spot. Any of y'all boys that hunt in East Texas know that it's pretty much nothing but pine trees and thick stuff. So I like hunting creek bottoms or little openings, just something that's different. That's kind of what you want to look for, especially when you're hunting this thick stuff like we have here in East Texas. So you can see everything's real thick, but right behind me, there's an opening, and it's not that far off the road. And I know when you're hunting public land, they say you want to get back in there as far as you can. Oh, dude, there's already, this grass is all beaten down. They say you want to get back in the woods as far as you can because there's less pressure. But like 350 yards back here, there's another small opening, and I want to go check it out. Just lay my eyes on it, see what it really looks like. I mean, you could see this opening right here, but about another 300 yards back there, there's another one. Looks like I am not the only one that has had the idea to come back here. The stand looks like it's pretty old. Looks like it's been sitting out here a couple years. Definitely hadn't been used in a couple years. Somebody just left it out here. I know this spot's gonna be somewhat pressured with it being as close as it is to the roadside, but it looks good. I got a few cameras to put out today, so I think it'd be worth a shot. Y'all can see what this opening looks like right here. 30 yards wide, maybe 50 yards deep. I mean, you can see everything is beaten down. But I'm gonna find me a good trail leading in and out of here. See if I can't find a tree next to it. Hang up the camera. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Got a pretty beat down trail that's coming out right here. And I have two more back behind the camera. There's one pretty decent one over here. So, with all these trails kind of coming out on this end of the little opening, I'm gonna hang my camera up right here. That way I can just get anything that's crossing this little opening right here. We got the camera hung. I'm gonna get on out of here. Hopefully we start getting pictures pretty soon. Like I said, this is public land. I'm not expecting to just have deer everywhere, but I do think this is a pretty good little spot. So we'll see. I'm gonna head over to the next spot. Got one or two more spots I want to go check out before we head on. Made it to the next spot. I've been driving around for about the past hour and a half just looking at stuff. This whole little forest road leading back to this trailhead I'm sitting in front of right now. I guess they did a prescribed burn in here within the past couple years because a bunch of the underbrush isn't quite as bad as it is everywhere else, which I like because you can actually see more. But this spot's about 900 yards walk. I'm also covered in horseflies right now for whatever reason. They're flying all around my truck. So I'm gonna get everything ready in here and hop out real quick and start walking, but I will keep y'all updated if I see anything. I can see my truck right there. I ain't walked but 20 yards. There we got pig tracks. There's a deer track right there. Little hog waller. I think this is gonna be a good spot. That's wet. There's just so much elevation change throughout here. So we'll see. All right, well, I'm almost to this high point I'm trying to walk to, but there is pig sign everywhere back here. I don't know if I necessarily like that or not. It's more sign than I've seen all day, so that's a good thing. I've seen a few deer tracks, but the pig sign is insane. So about 50 yards to the south of me right here, there's a huge elevation change. It's just a big drop off. Within like 30 or 40 feet, it changes 50 foot in elevation. My thought process here is that'll almost work like a funnel, and everything on this side of that for about the next 150 yards that way is like wetland almost. It's super dry right now. We haven't had rain in a while, but it's still holding some water in some spots. It's just, I'm seeing activity everywhere. It's mainly pigs. I'm seeing deer tracks and stuff too. I saw 2 rubs back here. I'm thinking I'm gonna set my camera up right here on this tree behind me, facing this way, kind of going down this trail. God, these spiders are horrible out here. Sweating my butt off. But we got at least one more spot I want to go to. There's 2 more spots I want to go look at, but it's already 2 o'clock. By the time we get over to this other spot, I don't know what time it's going to be. Y'all stay tuned. We working for it. We putting in the work for it. Just got to cross our fingers. Get stuff show up on camera. All right, guys, we've made it to the last spot I'm gonna scout out today. This grass is so overgrown, man. I know it's not gonna be quite this bad in the wintertime, but like early gun season around here, and especially all of bow season, this is what it's gonna look like. I wish Onyx would update their maps and make them more current. We're already here. I'm gonna go ahead and make the hike back there. It's about, it's a little over a half a mile, and we're just gonna check it out, see if we can find anything to throw up this last camera on. I got one more camera I was wanting to put out today, so I made it back to this stretch of wood along the fence line of the airport, and I like it. It's got some tall stuff. It had a little bit less underbrush, but it's got plenty for these deer to be comfortable. I saw a ton of tracks, deer tracks. Once again, it looks like somebody else had the same idea I did. It was beat up. Somebody stand. I like this spot. Get up in a tree like that. I like this spot a lot. Find me a spot to put up this camera. There are so many trails in this opening beat up. I walked like 150 yards down and came back, and the whole way down, just trails everywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I like that tree right there to hunt out of, I think what I'm gonna do is hang my camera up right here and just have it on this trail. I mean, I can see it's just beat down. This is definitely one of the better spots as far as activity goes that I've seen today. So I'm gonna get the camera hung up real quick. All right, guys, head back to the truck. We call it a day. It's about 4 o'clock. I still got an hour and a half drive home, but I'm gonna be posting. There's some hog rooting up right there. I'm gonna be posting each time I come out here and scout or come out here and hunt, just so y'all can follow along and see how it goes. But hopefully I'm getting a picture of some deer, maybe some pigs within the next few days, and I'm not getting pictures of people. But we'll see. Thank y'all for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up, but we will catch you on the next one. Peace.